はい、こんばんは。こんばんはってかもうさっきぶりですね。うん。眠い。ちょっと眠いけど。まあちょっと時間あるんでね。お母さん、やば。はい、いらっしゃいませ。9000人、ありがとうございます。あと1000人ですね、とりあえず。あと1000人です。いや、DbD モバイルやると、多分ね、時間過ぎちゃうよな。もうあと11分だしな。ダメだ。いろいろ調整しよう。なんか、ガンガンね、増えていくね。ありがたいことに。ちょっと待ってね、いろいろ調整します。ウィンドウキャプチャーで、これか。うん。ちょっと待ってね。飛び出しちゃうな。いや、これ、わかった。なんかおかしくなっちゃった。これなんかおかしくなっちゃった。ちょっと待って。ウィンドウキャプチャー消して、もう一回付け直して。で、これを、全画面にすればいいのか。全画面にできない。始まらないとできないんだ。後で、調整します。始まったら調整します。うん。俺の顔はこんぐらいでいいや。ちょっと待って。びっくりした。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。お祝いのチルアウトです。やばいやばい。裏の DbD が。 らっしゃいませ。はい。はい、いらっしゃいませ。どうも、皆さんこんばんは。どうなんだろうね。多分ね、直接翻訳だとは思うんですけどね。うん。何が来るんだろうね。ただ配信始まったらね、全画面にできるっぽいんで、あと、約6分お待ちください。はい。うん。なんかうちのチャンネルでこういうことするのあんまりないね。楽しみだ。これ美味しいっすよ。まあ、今日2本目なんですけど。多分もうそろそろエイミーしそう。ありがとうございます。皆さん本当にお集まりいただき、そして9000人ね、本当にありがとうございます。あと1000人。とりあえず2ヶ月以内に1000人は行きたい。2ヶ月以内に1000人いければ、YouTube に移行してから、1年以内に1万人行くっていう感じで。うん。もう多分ちょっと見てわかる通り、まぶたがもうあんまり開いてないっていう。ちょっと仮眠取っときゃよかったな。ミスった。作りました。わあ。ありがとうございます。ご飯ね、食べました。豚キムカップラーメン食べましたよ。美味しかった。うん。チャンネル登録しました。ありがとうございます。何が来るかね。ちょっと早くしてくれないかな。あれのカウントダウン止まってない？あ、映さないと止まるのか。じゃあ、コメント欄を正面に持ってくればいいのか。で、こうして、で、こうでいく。はいはい。一覧食べてるやばいな。強いキラーね、出てほしいけど、何が来るか。うん。そのまま PTB 来んのかな？どうなんだろう。ちょっと待って、DbD 落としとくか。ワンチャン PTB 来た時困るな。はい、いらっしゃいませ。あと2分。あと2分だ。はい、いらっしゃいませ。 てかなんかつまめるものないな。いや、まあ1時間だしな。あと1分。あと1分。こんばんは、どうも。楽しみですね。これチャンネルは、BPF ではないのね。デッドバイデイライト公式か、やっぱ。けど、スタジオどこなんだろうな。はい、こんばんは。こんばんは。もし、うちのチャンネル初めての方いらっしゃったら、チャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。はい。じゃあ俺もヘッドセットをつけて、ちょっと準備しようかな。はい、こんばんは。お、もう始まる。よし。そう。BGM 消して、来た。来た。来た。来た。来た。お、来た。ありがとうございます。お、始まっ、あれこれまだ始まってないよね。一応始まったら全画面にして画面でかくするんで、ご安心ください。コメント欄であれってあるから。OK。ええカウントダウン始まったんだけど、えそんなことある？さすがにミスでしょ。さすがにミスだと信じたいけど。おー、2時半からかい。2時半からかい。しかもなんかめっちゃブツブツ止まるし。なにこれ。なんだこれ。どうしよう。音輪っかでも見るみんなで。ね。なんか、オープンレックめちゃめちゃ止まるくない？俺だけ？みんな止まる？あれちょっと待ってさ。ちょっと待って。 ツイッチのさ、公式の方始まったもしかして。ちょっとなんかプツプツするの鬱陶しいから音消しとこう。あ、いや、公式の方もあれだわ。公式ってか、カナダの方もカウントダウンだわ。マジかよ。えまあ、待ちますか。ふぅ。音量でっか。なかなかにいいんじゃないですか。ちょっと待って、30分。まあでも、ゴッドフィールドやってたら、まあまあ30分は経つでしょ。どうするよ、この時間マジで。辛いんだけど。え、DbD やる言うてもなーって感じなんだよね。仕送り何が必要？マイク欲しいです。うわ、あ、でも奇跡止めれるな。昔の ああ、いいよ。いいね、それ。ちょっと一戦終わったら、じゃあ、ちょっと昔の DbD のやつでも見ますか。あー、ねえ。ざわさんなんか言ってないのかな。ざわさん、ちょっと待って。これはざわしさんとコンタクトを取って、あれしたらいいのでは。雑談すればいいのでは。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。祈っとこ。武器なさすぎ。 お。強いて。おいおいおい。勘弁してくれ。ずる。ちょっと。手札やばいってないこれ。祈っとこう。あと20分もあるよ。あと20分もあるって。うわぁ、風のやつ取っときゃよかった。あ、てか俺何しとんやろ。相手に天国病打ってさ、風でよかったくね。あ、やったわ。やったわ、これ。いや、これは怠慢ですね。怠慢というか、マッチングした人というか。はい、いらっしゃいませ。いや、そう、こんな状態なんでこんな状態なんで、ちょっと、待ってます。はは。早っ。お、どうするよ、あと20分。お、とりあえず BGM つけるか。どうしよう。あ、いいよってきた。やった。でかくね。あ、出るかな。あ、こんばんは。
こんばんは。
20分。
普通なんですけど。
え
オープンレックぶっつぶつじゃない？
あ、そう、オープンネックぶっつぶつ。
やばいよね。
みんなもそうらしくて。いや、
俺、裏で YouTube の公式の音を流しながらオープンレックの画像で字幕を見るっていう技をやろうかなと思ったんだけど、時に30秒ぐらいのズレがある。ダメだ、これでは。
まさか
だんだんズレが広がって、ついに1分に。勘弁してくれ。
これ、ちょっと、カウントダウン終わって30分待たされるとは思わなかった。
ねえ、去年もこんなんだったっけ？覚えてねえや、もう。
俺も覚えてない。ちょっと待って。タイトルにざわしさん入れとこう。よいしょ。
ちょっと顔芸フリー素材送って、ディスコで。
顔芸フリー素材ちょっと。
配信画面に貼っとくから。
あ、そういうこと。何その VTuber みたいなことしようとしてるのVTuber みたいなことやってる。ちょっと待って、あれだけ、ちょっと待ってくださいね。俺もそれしよう。ちょっと。どうぞ。
俺も送った方がいい？
あ、いや、
それじゃないでしょ、フリー素材。何をしれっとアイコン送ろうとしてんの、あなた。 皆さん、顔芸パイセンがなんかアイコンとかいうつまんないものを送ろうとしてますよ。いや、これを書いてくれた人に失礼だけど。
いやいやいや、ちょっと待って、
いいアイコンですが、
え、
そうじゃないんだよ、
ちょっと
求めている。
待って、ちょっと待って。あれスーツの方でしょ？スーツの方。
これか、俺が今配信で使っているのは、これです。
お、ありがとうございます。え、ずるくないずるくないそれ。
え
ちょっと待って。
はい、うちの配信の手元はちょっと俺が今から甘いもの食うからカメラ出します。セブンイレブンで買ってきました。イタリアンティラミスでございます。やばくない？これ350円するよ、これ1個。
ちょっと待って、見たい。
高くねこれ。徳永淳二シェフ監修。
やばっ、高っ。あ、待って、わかった。こっから取ってくればいいんだ。こうだ。これでいい。
なるほど。これ背景10日じゃないよな。
そうなんですよ。10日できなくて、こっちで。
まあいいや。
か、最近撮った写真。
10日バージョンもらっといた方がいいんじゃない？なんか便利さ的に。
確かに。今から作っていいですか？どうにか。
どうぞ。できるまでは10日じゃないバージョン貼っとくわ。あれ保存できてね。なんだろう。
10日。よいしょ。どれだっけな。違う。
あ、そうか、これこのままあれすると、ファイル名が、拡張子が違うのか。
どこに入った？おー、できた。どうぞ。
あ、10日？
ちょっと荒いかもだけど。BGM 大きいかも。OK。こんな感じか。俺こういう時にあれ使おう。73からもらったなんか偽フォグの画像を使ってちょっと喧嘩売ろう。怒られそう。
なぜだ？保存したはずなのに出てこない。顔芸アイコンがうちのフォルダに入ることを嫌がっている。
よし。6周年なんかそこまで匂わせがなかったからコラボじゃない可能性も。
去年の配信前ってどんな感じだったっけ？
去年
なん
は
か匂わせ情報出てたんだっけ？
でも一応出てたっ ちゃ出てたのかな。ムービーがもうもろに出てたのと、で、4周年も、あ、でも4周年あれだったな。ちょっと分かりにくかったか。なんか、4の形が三角の頭みたいな。
あ、そうなの。それはなんか、ちょっとネタバレあったけど。
うん。いや、俺、でかっ。
隣誰置いといてほしい。
隣？
うん。
じゃあ、鬼で。でかっ。
できました。
鬼よりでかいんだけど。やばいって。なんかまじまじと自分の顔を見るとすごい絶妙な顔してるな。
絶妙な顔って何？
なんか絶妙な、笑ってそうな笑ってなさそうなみたいな。
よし。ティラミス食べよう。ほら、気づけばあと10分ですよ、みんな。
いやーなんかね、あ、でも匂わせちょっとあったけど、
うん。
確かなんか、なんだっけ、モバイルの方の、なんか、ヘルプオンティッドみたいな感じで、求人の写真新聞か。新聞の画像をバーンって上げてて、それがなんか、ファイブナイツ・アット・フレディーズの、その1夜目が始まる前の画像にすごい酷似してたんだけど、確かね、なんか開発かなんかが、いや、ちげえよみたいな言ってたらしくて。
じゃあちげえんじゃねえ
かなあ。いや、でもな、あったらね、俺すごい嬉しいんだけど、ファイブナイツ・アット・フレディーズはマジで期待してる。
俺あれやったことないんだよな。
神ゲーですよ、あれは。
びっくりゲーだと認識しております。
あ、びっくりゲー。あれはびっくり。
ジョージアショット&ブレイクコーヒーオレを共に飲みます。うん。一口飲んだけどこれいまいちだ。これいまいちかもしれん。
チルアウトいいよ、チルアウト。
ティラミスの後だったから口の中があれなって。
なんかもう甘になってそう。
あー、ブラック持ってこようか。これちょっと微妙だわ。持ってくるわ、ブラック。
ザワシさんの配信画面見てるけど、マジこれカオスなんだけど。ごめんなさいね、ほんとザワシさんのリスナーの皆さん。こんな画像がデカデカと。ちょっと待って、俺、73からもらったやつ、やっぱり消しとこう。なんか怒られそう、普通に。マジカオスなんだけど。なんかもうね、いや、俺の配信みたいになってるけど、扱いがね、あれなんよ。コラボした時の VTuber の扱いみたいになってるんよね。
コラボした時の VTuber こんな扱いしねえぞ俺。
いやいやいや、違う違う違う。あれじゃん。コラボした時の VTuber ってさ、なんか、本人の配信は本人が動いて、なんか、突してる側は、静止画置いとくみたいな。
なるほどね。
そうそうそう。いや、最近ね、俺のこの画像フリー素材化してる気がするんだよね。
違ったの？
いや、違う違う違う。肖像権ありますよ。 なんと。
マジで。
うん。いや、それこそね、商標登録しようかなと最近思ってるんで。
ぜひやっといてください。使用料払いますわ。
ほんと年間10万いやでもこのアイコンもあれですからね、もうそろそろ大会以外では見なくなると思うんで、うん、マッチングアプリの広告でこの顔見た？相当やばい。
使われてんじゃん。
使われてるね。完全にフリー素材だと思われてる。
オープンレックプツプツ状態に治ったのかな。
あ、俺の方治ってる。
あ、5秒差になってるし治ったっぽいな。ちょっとみんな BGM 止めて音量調整するからおっきいちっちゃいあったら言ってくれ。ちょっと大きめにしとくわ。
こんばんは。 DbD の公式ツイートで昔キラーが発電機蹴れなかったのってマジですか？マジですね。なんか
俺が始めた時まだ蹴れなかったよ。
俺も確か蹴れなかったはず。
ギリギリ始めた直後ぐらいに蹴れるようになって、なんか発電機蹴れるんだけどとか思ってた記憶がある
2枚板もあるわ。発電機蹴れないわで。
僕の声を少し上げてほしい。こんなもんすか？どうすか？ちょっと下げるか。ちょっと下げて。こんなもんすか？マイク近づけたらいいのでは？発電機の交代手段ってあったんですか？最初期はないよ。
うん。
サバイバーが発電機全部寸止めしてキラーもてあそぶゲームだったから。
フックも全部追って。
ないからね。サバイバーがつけ切るまでキラーはひたすらもてあそばれる。
魔境だったよね。魔境というか地獄というか
音量いい感じです。ありがとうございます。
キラーが有利だった時代、あそこぐらいじゃん。有利というかすごいまともだった調整って多分スピリット実装時あたりじゃない？あそこが一番まともだった。
山岡凛来た時は楽しかったな。確かに
板もすごい少なくなったし、
そもそも山岡凛がクソ強かったし。俺の凛実装時の絶叫クリップどっかに残ってねえかな。なんか多分ツイッター漁ったらあるけどマジのホラゲーだったから登場時。
数珠つけて
だから今の山岡凛さ、
はい。
心音範囲内フェーズウォークも風切り音するじゃん。する仕様だよね。
する仕様。
風鈴つけてる凛と当たって心音範囲内無音だったんだけど、あれバグですか？
これはバグな気がする。
そうだよね。バグだよな。
さすがに。なんか方向性わかんなくなるとかだったら風鈴の効果だけど、
無音だった。完全に
無音やばいな。初見なのですが最近1年ぶりにキラーをやろうかと思っています。おすすめなキラーとパークを教えてほしいです。1年ぶりか。俺だったら鬼をおすすめしたいけど、待って、俺自分の配信のコメント読んでるのかざわさんのコメント読んでるのか分かんなくなってきた。なんだ、俺の方だねこれ鬼でパークは今だったらルイン、堕落、氾濫する憤怒、共鳴する苦痛ですね。
不死最強時代はどうでしたか？もう楽勝だったね、正直。一生破滅壊れないんだよ。マジ楽勝だった。
マジで楽だった。
公開マッチなんて負ける気しなかったもん。
いやでもなんか俺あの仕様でもね大体なんか2本目で抜かれてたんだよね。
へえ。それやっぱ日頃の行いでは
かもしれない。いやでも呪いのトーテムでもさオーラ見えてたじゃんから、
うん、
結構防衛はしやすかったそもそも。
うん。破滅越えのパーク出ますかね？出ないんじゃない？
破滅をそろそろ俺どうにかしてほしい。なんかもうつけなくてもいい環境にするか。なんか他のパークつけた方がいいよねってぐらい弱体化するか。
発電機蹴った瞬間 10% 交代とか実装すればいらなくなると思うんだけどね。
あ
ー 10% は交代しすぎとしても 5% でもいいからさ。
てかなんか蹴った時のデフォルトの減少度合いがなんか破滅よりちょっと弱いぐらいで
2秒かけて蹴る価値がないんだよな。
うん。
発電機蹴りに行くのとむっちゃ遅延行為だからね自分で。
歩いていくまでがマジでね時間かかるんですよね。
そろそろ時間なんで顔芸パイセンに突っ込んでもらいます。
あ、はい。
ありがとうございました。
はい。いや、でかすぎマジで。
さあどんなオープニングなんでしょうか。
お、あと5秒きたー。 BGM 消そう。
トレーラー集かな。
お
バイオのトレーラーちゃんと板倒して逃げてたんだな今。
ね。
音が小さい。
マッシュでかっ。
始まる前の音がでかすぎたんだよな。
So right now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the 4 characters coming to Funko Pops. The Wraith, the Doctor, the Huntress, and Claudette Morel. If you're like me, you're thrilled and you can't wait to get your hands on those. I can tell you you'll be able to get those before the end of the year.
Funko Pop って何のこと言ってんだ。
That I've had a moment to calm down. Let me officially welcome you to the Dead by Daylight 6th
あ、
anniversary.
確かにマッシュ老けたな。
We've got an amazing show for you today. We have the whole team ready to share some of the exciting stuff coming. We've got a few surprises in store. We hope you're going to have a good time. Now, last year, our 5th anniversary was all about looking back at the 5 years before. It was a trip down memory lane, and I had a good time for one. Since then, we've hit 50 million players in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy. We announced a board game that was funded in under 1 day on
フ
Kickstarter.
ライヤ
That was an amazing job by our friends at Level
ー。フライ
9.
ヤーみたいな。
We've
Mark
also
Pryorみたいな。
consistently stayed within the 20 top games streamed on Twitch. All of that, and with our next chapter, we're going to now be at 59 characters in Dead by Daylight. But today, it's not about looking back. Today is about looking at the future. We couldn't be happier to have 50 million of you out there playing the game with us. And while there's still a ton of stuff to do, we want to focus on the things that are going to make their way into the game next year. In the past, we've used these anniversaries to share our dreams and to share our ambitions. And we dreamed big. It's our job to do so. once in a while, these dreams ended up being bigger than what we were able to deliver. And we don't want to do that today. Today, our goal is to talk about what is actually going to happen within the next year and to give you precise timelines of when you can expect those changes. We're humbled by your passion and your support. Thank you so much for taking this trip with us through the last 6 years. And we have quite a lot more for you. Oh, and if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you can actually play Director of Broadcast by voting in the chat and help us figure out which segments are going to come in what order.
放送監督になりきる。
Here's a list of everything that we have in store for you today.
はいはいはいはい。
新チャプター4番目だな。まずはロードマップからか。
You know what? Let's try it right now. Which one of these would
これ
you
は、あれか。
A, some free stuff. B,
ツイ
something
ッチと YouTube のカナダの方の。
うん。
ここあれだね。あそこ、サバケか。すごい、めちゃくちゃ凝ってるな。画面クリックとかできるのかな？できないか。
59人って言ってたのは、今キラーサバ合わせて何人いるんだ？
キラーが20何人だっけ？
27か8じゃなかったっけ？
ぐらい、6、7だったはず。
サバ30ぐらいいそうだから、まあ今いるキャラの数か。27か。で、サバ32で59人かな。10万 BP のコード配ってる。
ね。
後で告知されるらこういうの。
Thank you so much for joining us today in the celebration of Dead by Daylight 6th anniversary. I'm Stéphane Beauchamp, senior producer on the project, and I'm
多分字幕が出てるところが事前録画だと思うんだよな。
In today's panel, we will have a look at the upcoming
この
content
人初め
next
ま
year
して
for
じゃ
Dead
ん。
by Daylight 7 year, the planned chapters, as well as our 4 main pillars for the game. Before we dive into that,
シニア
however,
プロデュー
this is
サ
a really
ー、
good
シニアプロダクト
opportunity
マ
to
ネ
look
ージャー。
at our
見た
accomplishments
ことないね。
last year.
この2
Talk a bit
人、
more
あれ
about
今まで見たっ
what
け？
we're particularly proud of or
いや、
excited or
い
had
や、
to
右はいた
release
はず。
last year.
多
For
分。
me, I'm always extremely impressed by
なんか、マッシュとノットクイーンぐらいしか俺記憶にないんだけど。
Portrait of Murder chapter was another one that really left a mark on me. But that being said, year 6
はい、
was
こん
an
ばんは。
amazing year when it comes to licensed content, with the addition of Resident Evil, Hellraiser chapter, as well as Ringu, 3 classic cult horror icons into our game. And it really warms my heart to see all of those different characters come together in the
今年は確かにコラボが多かっ
Is
た
there
な。
anything you're particularly proud of that we did last year?
Yeah, of course. The first thing that comes to mind is the updated onboarding and tutorial. Seeing that come out to such a positive reaction within our community was really amazing, really rewarding for the team that worked so hard on those features.
チュートリアルも
next
今
would
年
be
か。
the 2 brand new maps we introduced last year. It had been a long time since we introduced new maps, and the team totally delivered on those maps, visually stunning. And that's not to mention the unbelievable job they did on the Haddonfield rework, which recently released. And last but not least,
ああ、雪だるまイベントね。
all
よ
of
かっ
the
た。
hilarious memes, movies, memories that were shared in that sort of holiday
陶芸パイセン
season.
の方が5秒ぐらい早いんだよな、見てる。
Something
マジで。
I hope we can
じゃあ
recreate.
ちょっと反応5秒遅らせよう。
Now, I'd like to take a moment just to mention that when we develop our roadmap, we always aim at delivering the most quality as we possibly can for you, our players. However, as it is a live tool, we are constantly having to update it due to urgent issues or new opportunities that arise throughout the year. As such, there were a few features we mentioned during last year's anniversary stream that still have not made their way into the game. Fear not, we will be talking about most of those features later today. Now, when we talk about what's coming up in the next year, first, I'll tell you some of the things we know we can expect throughout this next year. There will be 4 new chapters, which means 4 new killers and their survivor counterparts, of course. In addition to that, there will be 4 tomes in the archives, diving deeper into our characters' lore. And with the narrative direction around the Observer's Tower going in a new direction, we're all super excited to watch that unfold.
What is this all about? We'll learn more over the coming year. It's really exciting. For some of you who have been with us over the past year, the 4 pillars will probably be known to you all. They're really things we have continuously worked upon over the last 6 years of the game. So our 4 pillars composing the roadmap for this year are game health, quality of life updates,
4つの
web
柱の
design,
話
as
は
well
去年も
as,
していたな。
our events. You want to give us a bit more info about the
Game health. Yeah, sure, I will. I would love to, Stefan. When we talk about game health, there are some aspects of game health that will always be ongoing priorities for us, such as security improvements and game performance optimizations. But this year, we're putting an added focus on matchmaking. We want to improve the matchmake wait times as much as we can, in addition to accounting for the various play styles we see throughout our community and rewarding them as such. When we talk about matchmaking, though, it's also very much a quality of life topic, which segues very well into our second pillar.
It is an amazing segue, as if it was planned all along. You're a natural at that. Talking more about quality of life improvements and updates, you did talk about the roadmap and how we continuously shift things around and such. We use a lot of the feedback from the community to feed into that. And as such, CSAT surveys are a really important part for that, forums, social networks, etc., etc. When we did announce the Autobahn feature during last year's anniversary, it was met with a lot of mixed feelings from the community. And as such, we really held off a bit to make sure we were doing this in the best way possible. We know toxicity as well as cheating is something that has to continuously be looked at and addressed in the game to keep the game as safe as possible. And as such, Autobahn and improvements to those systems is an important part for us that we're going to keep looking at this year, but we want to make sure we do it in the best way possible. To dive a bit more into quality of life updates, we'll
チ
have
ート
just
通
a
報
nice
ちゃんと動画つけ
overview
てしてるけどバンされ
talk
てん
a
のか
bit
な
more about that in a future panel today.
なんか、バロラントみたいに
But for now, is
通
there
報
anything
し
you
た
want to
対
share
象
with us
を
about life
対処しましたって通知来たらいい
As
の
a
に。
live game, constant iterations in our design and live balance updates are critical to keeping the game feeling fun, fresh, and exciting for our players. In addition to that, players' behaviors are constantly evolving, and we need to adapt to accommodate those new behaviors all the time. Matt Spriggins will be up shortly to talk more about the huge updates that we have coming and planned for this year in regarding live balance.
And huge is not an understatement.
Not
in
an
that
understatement
case.
at all. But one piece of news we're happy to break right now is that we're actively working on a major rework of the Raccoon City Police Department map that we released last
Cool.
year during the Resident Evil chapter. We can expect to see that sometime this fall, but we will keep you updated
これ楽しみで
as
す
we
ね。
near closer to the final release date.
I'm very much looking
バランスが
forward to
悪すぎる
playing
ことに
it.
気づいてしまったもん
It's often, difficult to navigate
忠実に再現をする
and
と
we're really
DBD
looking
に
forward
向い
to
てない
seeing
ということ
how
に
it
気づいてしまったもん
actually be brought
再現度は
up,
すごいらしいけど
today,
ね。
and I'm looking
やっぱ困難なマップって言ってる
so with that said, I'll jump into the events. Something that really is an important aspect of the game. It allows us to move the
見た
game
目はめっ
in
ちゃいい
a
んだけど
direction
なあのマッ
that's
プ
a little bit farther off the beaten path. Something that's not necessarily what you'd expect from Dead by Daylight, but do that as a time-based thing allows us to really do something completely crazy sometimes and such. This is really an opportunity for us to get communities together and to generate moments you're never going to forget. I always think back of that game you played of Dead by Daylight during that specific moment of the year. As we've always done over the last few years, we'll have 4 main moments in the year that we're going to celebrate through events, which are going to be our anniversary period coming up in a few weeks from now, the Halloween period, the winter period, as well as the Lunar New Year period. These 4 events are really going to be the main ones for the year, but our cornerstone events are going to be Halloween and anniversary since they're such big, important moments for the game. On top of those, we're also going to try and do more live activations.
そうね、キラーがきついのってなんか
login bonuses, blood
能
rush
力と
that
か
you're
じゃな
all
くて
familiar
ほ
with,
ぼほぼマップの
and
せいなのは
boosted
ある。
マップ
refractors
だね
protection,
ほとんど
so that there's a reason for everyone to come back to the game and be more excited about playing Dead by Daylight more often and be happy about the rewards we're getting through doing that. Really looking forward to this year. It's really been an amazing one for us, and thank you so much, especially for the
この
continued
人の
support
T シャツ欲しい
throughout
な。
those 6 years.
メグの衣装じゃない
あ、そうだっけ？いいな、これ。ノットフード。
ノーフード
No food.
Sixth anniversary celebration of Dead by Daylight. I'm Matthias Claesen. I'm the director of the Recreational Fear Lab, and I'm here to talk to you about why people enjoy.
やべえ、わかんねえ。
Now, it might seem weird that folks like us voluntarily seek out frightening entertainment, but it's actually very common and for good scientific reason. It is part of human nature to find pleasure in playing with fear. It's what kids do when they play hide and seek, and it's what we do when we play DBD. When you're playing as a survivor, you're reenacting an ancient evolutionary drama. You're trying to stay alive in a dangerous world by outrunning and outsmarting a bloodthirsty predator. Your whole body is in survival mode, heart racing to prepare you for fight or flight. You get that invigorating adrenaline kick, and if you escape the killer, you're rewarded with a flood of feel-good neurotransmitters, such as
あれだけ弱体化したデスリンガーがムービーでもいじめられて
You're
る。
immersing yourself in that same ancient scenario of predation. But now it's about catching your prey and the ecstasy of the hunt. It's that same adrenaline kick, but the reward is not the nerve-tingling relief of survival. It's the exhilarating delight of victory, the thrill of the kill. So when you play DBD, you're satisfying a primal desire for threat simulation, for playing with fear. But you're also satisfying another primal desire, namely the desire for story. Because DBD isn't just about the hunt. It's also about exploring the rich and constantly evolving narrative world of the game. Whether you're out for survival or blood, I wish you good luck on your next journey into the fog.
ノーフードノーライフ。ラブ。あ、犬のやつかわいい。え、めっちゃ、
キャッツ&ドッグスコレクション。
え、めっちゃ欲しい、これ。オフィシャルショップだって。買おうかな。
また届くのめっちゃ
The killer
かかん
is
のかな。
coming, but the generator is almost complete. What do you do? A.
The killer is
The last
coming,
skill
but generator
B.
is
Run.
almost complete.
C. Let the killer grab you.
発電機終わりかけなんだけど、キラーが来ました、どうしますかって。さっきの人の英語別に聞き取りづらいわけじゃなかったと思うんだけど、なんか変に字幕に甘えてる分今年は急に来られる取れねえわ。
Hit that last スキルチェック。回しきれっつ。
Hi there, I'm Matt, Design Director on Dead by Daylight. I work with Dave, the Creative Director, and the rest of the DbD game design team
この人去年
on
もいたな。
everything from updating and balancing our existing content to the development of all our new chapters and game features. I'm really happy to be back with you once more for this 6th anniversary broadcast. The upcoming year is going to be a really big one for Dead by Daylight, so I'm excited to share 3 key updates that our team of talented designers have been working on. An overhaul of our killer and survivor perks, a rework of our approach to prestige and progression, and finally, an update on the changes to the Memento Mori
パ
system.
ーク調整。まあ、パーク調整いつものことか。
One of the main goals for the game design team is to explore new
プレ
ways
ステージ
that
メメ
we
ントも
can
昔からずっと
keep
言っ
the
て
player
るね。
experience in Dead by Daylight fresh and
一緒
fun
変わらん。
for both new players entering our universe and for our highly engaged expert players with hundreds or even thousands of hours in the game. In listening to our players and reviewing our own data, we've found that some of the most consistent feedback is that in our high-level matches, meta perks have essentially taken over, meaning that players are consistently seeing the same perk loadouts again and again for every killer and every survivor. Looking at our data, there's a clear gap between the
そうだ
most
ね。強い
popular
パーク決ま
perks
ってる
for
から
each
ね。
role.
うん。
On the killer side, these are Corrupt Intervention, Scourge Hook Pain
この
Resonance,
人もしかして陽一のモデルなのでは。
Hex Ruin, and Pop
ちょ
Goes
っと
the
似てる
Weasel.
よね。
And for survivors, Dead Hard,
堕落、
Decisive
共鳴、
Strike,
バベチェリ、
Borrowed
破
Time,
滅、イタチ、
Iron Will, and of
そうだね。
course, Self-Care.
レッドハード、
With
DS、
little
ボルタイ。分
motivation
かって
to
るじゃん。
explore different perk
鋼
loadouts,
セルフィキは分かってるじゃん。
おー
そうだよ。
lead to a
それ
feeling
しか使わないん
of
だよ。
gameplay becoming stale. Therefore, in the coming months, we'll be releasing a major update that will rework and rebalance roughly 40 killer and survivor perks, including the ones that I've just mentioned.
40?
This is aimed at eliminating
40パーク調整。ああ、いいじゃん。4分の1ぐらいか。使われてるパークの効果を変えるってことかな。
There will also be some
多
small
分そうだ
baseline
ね。使用
gameplay
費の高い
adjustments
やつを。
that we would like to share with you a little bit closer to the release date. So, we'll keep monitoring, keep reviewing, and keep adjusting our collection of perks in this way on a more regular basis to make sure that we avoid these meta perks becoming consistent trends for extended periods, whilst opening up the gateway for new undiscovered metas to emerge.
まあ、パークに関しては確かに弱いの強くするより強いの弱くした方がいい気がするよな。
And encourage more exploration of new combinations in perk loadouts.
なんかメタを循環させて
In an
ほしい、ね。
upcoming patch, we'll be releasing a rework of Dead by Daylight's prestige system, aimed at reducing the grind in the game
パーク取りや
by
すくなる
giving
のはいい
players
ね。
more direct, quick, and easy access to perks, something that will improve the quality of life not only for our long-term dedicated players, but especially new players
そう
looking
ね、
to
新
get
規
into
プレイヤーはそこがね、だいぶネックだ
Our
から。
current prestige system is optional, and it awards a bloodied version of the base cosmetic outfit, whilst resetting the perks, add-ons, and items in the character's inventory. This update will change how this works entirely. When this feature releases, prestiging a character for the first time will instantly unlock that character's Tier 1 personal perks on all other killers or survivors, making them immediately available in their loadouts. We know that our players are hoping that the RNG gods provide more
いい
buffs
じゃん。
and
は
chili
あ
in
はあはあ。
their
めっ
early
ちゃ
blood
移植楽になるじゃん。
However, with this feature, you simply prestige the cannibal to prestige level 1, 2, or 3 to unlock all of Leatherface's perks at the corresponding tier for every other killer. This will significantly reduce the grind and completely eliminate the random chance needed to acquire specific teachable perks through the Blood Web system. Of course, it's worth mentioning the prestige level won't be capped at just 3,
めちゃくちゃ
but
楽
you'll
に
be
なる
able
な。
to show your dedication to a particular
え、
character
上限3じゃ
by
ない。
raising them well beyond
す
that.
ごい。
Additionally, the act of prestiging will not remove
これいい
their
な。
perks, items, or
いいじゃん。
add-ons. So there's no longer an associated reset of the character, if you will.
おー、
とかも
ガンガンレベル触れるってことだ。
そうそうそ
We're also working on a
いいじゃん、
fair
これ。
way to still reward players for their time investment.
うわ、俺
and
の
dedication.
PC 版のキラーほとんどプレステージしてないからやりやすくなるな。
Fans can expect both the prestige and perk updates to drop around the same time during a major release this summer. Finally, I would like to close things out with some news on the Mori updates that we shared last year. While it's still coming, we have slightly adjusted our approach to the system based on research, feedback, and prototyping iteration. We've arrived at something that feels more straightforward, yet still accomplishes the same goals that we set out with. The change to the system will still remove the Mori ability from offerings, focusing instead on rewarding efficient killer play, but will be incorporating the Mori animation as more of a natural ending to the match. This is something that we're currently calling the finisher Mori. When a killer downs the last survivor standing, rather than drawing things out and
つい
having
に
to
フィニッ
pick
シャー
up
できるの
the survivor, will instead transition immediately and automatically
はい
to
はい
the
はい
killer's
はい。
Mori animation, allowing them to close things out in style and in a way that you would expect from an unstoppable killing machine. There's also a few other additional changes coming with this system
ハリンゴ
that
持
we're
っていか
not
なくて
quite
もいいっ
ready
てこ
to
とか。
share yet.
でも自動なのやり
We're
づら
hoping to release the new Mori system as part of our Halloween update this year, so look out for that.
最後のサバイバーダウン取ったら
While we
自動
couldn't
でメ
cover
メン
all
ト
of
さ
the
れるわ。なん
details
か
of these
デメリッ
updates
トもある
in the
な。
span of one segment, anyone looking for more information can head over to our website, deadbydaylight.com, following the broadcast. Thank you as always for the support. We
それとも
can't wait
最
to
後の
get
一人
these
の時
updates
だけ
into
なの
your
かな。
hands as soon as
多分
possible
糸杉と
to
同
see
じ
your
やつじゃない
amazing reactions.
だから
だったら
メメントモリをもう演出にしたいみたいな。そういう意図だろうけど。
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Macmillan Estate for Dead by Daylight's 6th
最
anniversary.
後の一人なら大丈
I'm
夫か。
Justin, one of the senior product managers on the game.
And I'm Aurélie, producer on Dead by Daylight. And what a cool set we're on today.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I heard there's some traps around, but we'll be a little careful.
Yeah, we'll try.
So last year, Orly and I were here with all of you just to talk about the pillars for the year. But I think some other guys on the team have that covered. So this year, we're here to talk about the quality of life updates that are coming to the game for Year 7. And now, while it's always our goal to give you the most accurate picture of what's coming and when, the reality is that deadlines can shift as well as priorities. And we live in a pretty weird world these days, so there's a lot of external factors as well. So, I mean, that all being said, we are going to work to have the most open dialogue with our players. So if something changes, you can bet us, other members on the team, we are going to be communicating and let you know if something shifts, changes, removes, added, really at all. We're going to make sure that you guys know about it. That being said, let's get to it.
Yes, and that's really cool because today when you
今
will
日
open the
PTB を
PC,
開い
the
た
first
人
thing that you will notice is this new
マジで言ってる
vertical layout that we have. The idea behind this is we were running out of space.
縦長のレイアウト。
今日 PTB あるの
We
か
wanted to add more clarity
まあ毎年ある
and
じゃん。
also make some information way more
あ
visible.
ー仕
去
事
年も
が
Like for example, some text in some languages, they will have more space, but also when we have an event or something happening in the game, now you will be able to see right away when you enter in the game what is happening and how long it will take. You won't have to go through different screens, navigate through the game to get access to this information.
And so I think if I can kind of nail down something cool for everybody is that I don't have to go into the archives to see how long is left in the rift.
Correct.
But I'll see it right on the main
Hi, hi,
menu.
hi.
ああ、それはいい
We'll
ね。
have the exact timer
なる
how
ほど
long
ね
it will take until
こういう
the end of
メ
the
ニュー
game.
の調整はいくらでもやってくれていいと思うわ
What will。make
使いやすくなる
just
よ
the
うに。
navigation easier and the information
ゲーム内は
easier
マジ
to
で
find
物議かもしたけ
dead by
ど。
daylight. Another feature that will be also available today for the PTB, and I think that one will be really appreciated.
I think so. I think this one is one of those that players have been asking for quite some time.
That's true. So that's the preset loadout.
おおマジか
In the loadout screen now you will be able to have different
素晴らしい
saves up to 3
つい
for the
に
moment.
パイセンちょっとリアクションが早いです5秒。
早いっす
Perks, items,
いや言うて内容は言ってないから
according to what you want to
マジかみたいな
Exactly. So I mean, if you guys want to
い
create
や、
one
プレセッ
loadout
トはありがてえ、マジで。
for
マジでありがたい
one for playing by yourself, one for playing as a team, you just change those with the press of a button. No longer are you looking through, this whole inventory of perks that we have.
Correct. It will be your choice to decide between hardcore and casual games. Something else, you'll be also able to save loadouts for your cosmetics. So if you have different style and you're always like wondering which one to use, well, now it will be extremely useful, easy
あ、
for
スキ
you
ン保
to
存もありがて
choose
え。
between
う
them.
ん
And for both the main menu and the preset loadout, we really think that the
なるほど。
two feature
自分の中のダサいランキング1、2、3を作っておけるということです。
and we are really looking into feedback. So please, when you grab the PTB today, share your feedback about this two improvement. This will help you to create the best quality of life improvement in the future as well for you. But that's for today. So what is happening for the next upcoming releases?
Right. So for that, we've got some other upcoming features to share with everybody out there. So one of
さ
the
て
main ones that we actually announced last year
日本公式フライングしてなんかパッチノート公開しようとしてるけど
was matchmaking
待ってよ
incentive. So what we mean when we're talking about this is
Ah,
when
でも
players
動画を
are
楽しむよ。
matchmaking, we try to establish
言う
a
て
good ratio
言う
of
て
survivors
ボーナス
to killer.
言うてだな
And whether or not this ratio is imbalanced one way or another depends on your server, depends on your time of day. So what we are doing is we
あ
are
ー
providing
今こっ
players
ちが少ないよ
with
ってお知ら
points
せする
to
機
play
能
as the
か言
role
ってた
that
や
is
つ。
most needed
ああ
on
いや
their
もう
server
常にキラーじゃん
at
それ
that day when they're online. Which I think is going to be pretty useful
本当
for our
だ、ボー
players.
ナスプラスっ
Right,
て出
and
てる
with
ん
the
だ。
new
今
layout
少
that
な
I
い方
just
に。
mentioned, like it will be really easy for the player to see in
いいね。
front, like on which queue they should go if they want to have the less waiting time.
Exactly. As soon as you log in, you're going to know which role
なん
needs
か
to
みんな
vote.
キラーを増やせばキラーを増やせばって
From
すごい
there,
単純に言ってるけ
from
ど
friends. I mean, really,
国と
we're
地域によ
giving
って
so many
全
more
然
options. I think it's
比率が違
gonna
う
be
か
a
らな。
great experience once this is introduced. Not even
マジで
that.
アジア圏ぐらいだよ。
While
こん
you're
な
in
に
this
サバイバー
matchmaking,
長いの。
trying to get that incentive.
アジア圏ね
ってことは
増えすぎて
一律
ね
でキラーだけ強化しまくると海外がキラー待ち時間めっちゃ長くなるみたいなことになるから
But
そう
if
そう
we
そう
break it down, it's really giving you guys the opportunity
こういうなんか
to
変動で調整
navigate
してくれるのありが
around
た
the
いな。
game while you're waiting in the queue. So when you're waiting in matchmaking with your friends alone, what have you, you'll now be able to browse the store, check out some really cool
俺
outfits.
懸念してるのが、いや、これ悪いことじゃないんだけど、
and
別
check
に。
out the archives.
あ
So
っ
if
ち
you want
待
to
機
change
中に
the
いろいろできるのはいい
boundaries
な
or。read some lore while
あ
you're
れなん
こ
だ
れ
よ
は超
な。
欲しかっ
you know,
た。
that's all up to you.
嫌いやら
Yeah,
ない
and
人
I
本
really
当
love
に
this
やらないか
feature
ら、
because it feels like not a big change, but actually it will
そ
just
こをど
bring
う動
so
か
much
すかだよ
comfort
な。
and remove so much frustration that I really like the fact that the navigation will be easy and you won't have any. It will be more comfortable for you to
Exactly.
navigate.
And so now we're already making it more accessible to get to the archives for players by doing this, by putting the timer for the Rift on the main menu. But we're also doing some more updates to the archives coming later this year. So two of the main changes that I think players will appreciate right off the bat is now you can have one survivor active challenge and a killer active challenge. So no switching back and forth or anything crazy like this. No starting a killer match while having a survivor challenge equipped and feeling like you've wasted your
ああ、
time.
それはとて
Actually,
も
it
いい
will
で
be
すね。
super cool
うん。
because with the
やって
matchmaking
ほしかったで
incentive
す
you
ね。
just mentioned before,
11
if
冊目
you
にして
see that
つい
the
に。
survivor queue is better for the moment, and you have a killer challenge on, you won't have to go back to the archive, switch a challenge just because you want to go to the survivor queue and lose time.
But
So
you could queue, and then you could change it, because now we let you. And so what would happen is, as you find a match, we'll give you a notification full screen that you finished whatever you're doing, and then bring you into the match. So I think that's going to be a very fun experience for players. But getting ahead of ourselves, one of our other big features that we're updating in the archives is your ability to view a full outfit within the Rift. So I think we've both visited the Rift page quite a bit now that it's
なん
been
か
out
だ
for
ん
a
だん霧
while.
濃くなってきたな。
So now, if a
ね、
player
なんか
selects a
スモー
Chispa
クが。
cosmetic from an outfit
スモ
in
ー
their
ク、
Rift,
スモー
there's
ク
going
が。
to be an available button to click to view the full outfit as a preview. So if you're not keeping up to date with our amazing marketing trailers that are showing off all of these cool renders, you can view it from directly in the game. And then go watch the marketing trailer after, because they do a lot of work on these and they're very cool. Well, we're obviously trying to get a lot of these changes out for this fall in one of our upcoming archives releases, alongside some other yet-to-be unannounced archive stuff, which we're keeping a little hush-hush now. But it's the 3rd anniversary of the archives, so we're trying to put something really
みんな
special
誰だ
together.
キリオファ炊いたのって言ってるのに一人だけ家事って言ってる
Got
の面
another
白い。
big feature in the works, and I
ちょ
think
っと
I'll let you
マジで
spill
霧
the
濃
beans
くな
on
って
this
ない
one.
これ。
yes, and this one I think
これやりすぎでし
for
ょ。
player you are going to love it. So we have decided. Do you remember last year when we talked about bots?
Not at all.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will do. So when we talk about bots, actually this year, by the end of the year, we really want to introduce bots in custom maps.
ついにボット実
So
装。
the idea here is we want to give the player, like if you're missing a friend in a
今
group,
年
if
中
you
だか
don't
ら
have any
半
friends
年以内
at
か
all,
な。
or if you just want to play chill and try to learn a new killer, well, you will be able to do
やっとできるようになる。
やっとか。マジか。
おお、素晴らしい。
やっとだ。
So that will be extremely simpler for you to play. And we feel like for some player it could be intimidating to play a new killer or to just learn a new one. And this will actually be a safe environment for them to try
いいね。
and remove the pressure that you can have sometime when you're in a real match.
For sure. And I mean, it's not just learning a new killer that can be stressful sometimes, but new maps as well, because the layouts can be entirely
True.
different. There's some new loops that you need to learn. So it's a great way for players to be able to practice those as well. Use an old killer, use old
これは本
survivors
当に
and
新
bots.
規キラー増える要因だからめちゃめちゃいいと思うわ。
You're
うん
absolutely
うん
correct.
うんうん。
And this feature is probably the longest one
素
for
晴
a
らしすぎ
timer,
る。
and we're targeting this winter for this one to be out. And we
I-
can't wait.
I'm super excited for this one.
I am too.
I'm a bad killer, so I'm looking forward to it.
And I think you still have 2 features that you would like to talk about this
I
today.
do. So these ones are a bit smaller, but I think our players and streamers will also be interested on both of these. So the first
Oh.
one I'll discuss is what we're calling streamer mode or anonymous mode. Still undecided, still in development, so the name may change. But
匿
the
名モー
basic
ド。
premise of this is to make sure that all of our players feel safe as they're playing the game.
エーペックスとか
So
ある
we're
よね。
obscuring your name or the name of your friends as they're playing, so that no toxic players or ne'er-do-wells inside or outside the game can find it and target you in some way.
ああ、はいは
And for the security, that's a huge plus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just want our players to feel safe as they're playing our game, and we hope that this is a great tool.
ゴースティングスナイプ防止ってことだな。
Now, the other feature is, I guess, all about the survivors not feeling so safe, which is our updated wiggle system. So if you've been paying attention to Dead by Daylight, I know we have, talking to you, for the past few months, we've been testing out our updated system under our beta tab, so players were able to opt in and try it out. So whereas previously the wiggle system was mashing 2 buttons back and forth, keyboard controller, whatever you chose, now it's instead a skill check. So during the beta, we were all listening to a lot of our player feedback, so our design team has really taken that into account. And with
今のもがきスキルチェックまだテスト機能なのか。
And on behalf of the team, really thank you for using the beta
ず
tabs.
っと俺がそれを
It
オ
was
ンにしてる
really,
から
really useful for us to collect
な
all
って
this
るだけで。
information and to see how you feel about
一応なんか
the
ベー
changes
タ
that
扱いではあるよね。
we just want to make sure that all the changes that we
匿名機能はそうだね。まあ悪用もされるよね。
I know we all love the PTB being able to try out new content, but this let us really bring in all of our console players
確かに。
who have been asking for a way, and all of their input, especially given that it was very controller heavy, is really appreciated.
And sometimes we just need more time also to get the feedback.
It certainly helps. So with all of these, we
ス
also
ティ
have
ック
some
ガチャガチャもがきは
smaller
最
features
低
that
限の
weren't
スピードでゆっくり回せばいいということを知らない人がやっぱ多いから、必死でグリグリやってスティックぶっ壊れる人多かったから。
And we really hope you guys, you're excited about all the features that we announced today. I know we are, and we expect that you will enjoy this anniversary with us. And we hope you a very good Dead by Daylight experience here.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the broadcast, everybody.
Thank you.
担ぎ下ろした時のもがきゲージ現象なくなったのだけちょっと戻してほしいな。
ね。なんだこれ。
フォグ紹介のコーナーじゃない？毎年あるじゃん。
日本のフォグとかも出んのかな。
去年 K2 さんコメントしなかったっけ？
ああ、してた。DFC やってますみたいな。おお。
始めたけど、これあるよね、こういう。
あるあるある。ガチ勢来たな。
今のすご。
鬼ごっこもそうだけど、パルクールがすごい。マジかっこいいな。
公式パーカーかっこいいな。白黒ハントレスめっちゃかっこよくない？写真ベタ貼りプリントじゃなくて。
ああ、これね。
こっちの方が全然いいじゃん。
これいいね。腕がちょっと気になるけど。てかなんか右下日本語書いてない？
ペアレンタルアドバイザリー。なんたらな内容って書いてある。
The killer is in pursuit. What do you do? A. Drop the pallet. B. Use dead hard. C. Loop forever. Or D. Crouch furiously.
ループフォーエバーマジでおもろいんだけど。しかも、
限界チェイス。
ループフォーエバー選んでる人が一番多いし。
こういうことよ。ほんと。海外のね、サバイバーの皆さん、本当に。いや、楽しんでるな。ループフォーエバー。限界チェイス。
デッドバイデイライトってプリントされてるパーカーありますよね。蛍光緑デッドバイデイライトクソダサパーカー持ってるよ、ちゃんと俺。ああいう方面のダサさは俺好き。
お、なんかアジア人っぽい人が。
I'm Joe Ashley, the associate producer on Dead by Daylight. I'm joined by Xavier,
出
our
た
director,
デッドバイデイライト。
Rose, our project manager. A big part of what makes Dead by Daylight so great are the
公式でもあるじゃん、カタカナデッドバイデイライトパーカ
One
ー。
of the best part of our job. While I
二
love
人も来てるぞ。
storytelling
超いいな、
as
これ。
through lore, there's also a way for us to tell the story through the art and the visual. Today, we want to share with you
外国人こういうの好きだからな。
いや、俺も好きだよ。
that inspire us. We want to break some news about new
ひらがなも欲しいわ。
of a brand new collection we've been anxious to share with you guys for a while.
Yes, thank you, Josh. Well, let's take a moment to talk about like what's behind the several outfits and collection we provide to players during the year. So, artistically, the approach is different when we work on our own contents and when we work with licenses. When we do our own,
新キラー情報は多分次じゃないかな。
4番目のコンテンツだったかな。
icons and events everybody's familiar with. A great example is the Halo Blight collection. It's really our take on Halloween. You know, rather than creating cosmetics around traditional vampires, witches, werewolves, we decided to do something more unique, to tell a unique story, and we have like our killers. We made them more horrific due to a substance linked to the entity. The result, I think, is unexpected, more original. The lore and art direction have been reinforced at the same time, and we get to celebrate Halloween in a way that's very true to Dead by Daylight.
So on my side, the product goal is to create collections like this for all seasons. These collections would be something that we could return to and add to every year, but on our own terms, in a way that's creative for Xavier, but also not feeling like too generic or too easy.
Maybe Joash, you could share with us the different steps on the production to create these visuals.
Sure thing. So as you know, Rose got a good idea of what the type of collection that she wants. So afterward, I think the first step is to talk to the narrative team. The idea behind it is to make sure that we have a good idea and make sure also like it's kind of related to the character. So the cosmetic that we want is related to the character, the story background, and the lore. Afterward, we need to talk to the concept artists. They're the one who's going to put on paper pretty much with the art director.
新スキン作るときもシナリオ班とちゃんと話すよ。
The idea that we want as cosmetics. So and also this is the time for us to put in detail what we want. So meaning like the accessories, the detail, and the type of material that we want. Once we're done, the character team can use those concepts to start their modeling phase. So pretty much to have the 3D model ready.
So in the case of the Fire Moon Festival, we created this in tribute to the Mid-Autumn Festival that is celebrated in so many Asian countries. And it is our own DBD specific event that boasts like concerts and celebrations that are surrounding the full fire
かっこいい。
moon. And it's a celebration of life and also a reflection upon death.
Yeah.
So another part
これ
of
今あるスキン
creating
じゃん。
this
うん
event ourselves
旧正月
was
スキンだよ
to be able to
コン
include
セ
a
プトアー
wide
ト
variety
の
of characters into the
オニックス
collection.
がかっこよかった。
So for example, those that didn't have an Asian heritage.
We should talk also about licenses because today, right now, we have something really important to share with the fans, right, Rose?
Yeah, indeed. So another interesting part of working on these collections is being able to work with existing licenses as well. So we're able to introduce new stories and other brands that we love also into the world of Dead by Daylight. Speaking of which, anime and mangas are widely requested from our fans around the world. And we're really excited to be able to announce today a new collection that's right around the corner. When that
アニ
marks
メ漫画と
DBD's
コラボ
first
する
major
と
crossover with an anime title. So without further ado,
マジ
え
日本 B 気が過ぎない大丈夫配線5秒早いってマジ
どういうこと何 ?PS2?
今言ってた感じだと別にあれだよね、チャプターとしてくるんじゃなくて衣装の話をしてるっぽいよな。
多分、衣装の話だと思う。ね、これ PSO2 ですかもしかしてこれ。
And also, we need to say some surprise for later on. I think we can still give a
って言ったけど俺進撃見たことないけどね。
マジで進撃の巨人は絶対見た方がいいよ。
マジで ?1 話しか見たことない俺。
神アニメ、神漫画だし。ってことはデビキンの無垢の巨人スキンとか出るってこと？
Making sure like the characters remain themselves even inside on DBD
すごいな。
characters. And because they are not legendary outfits, the goal was not to reskin them and transform them into something way too different from our more realistic art direction. So we then came with bigger eyes, etc.
Twitter 見ながらちょっと
We felt it
みんなの反応
more
見なが
like
ら見よう。
okay, we could create like great cosplay of this character. Our mindset was more, what if our DBD characters were part of the Attack on Titan universe and
全員分の無垢の巨人スキン実装ですか？
in their personalities and appearances. So it was really important for us to select
どの登場人物に性格が外見が似ているか。
from Attack on Titan, and so we could focus on some
似てるキャラいる？
of each to match our DBD personalities.
ワンチャンデビキンとライナ
ー。One of the hero of the show, and we have Dwight. Dwight, in a sense, is one of our heroes.
ああ、そういうこと？
Here since years, and we kept the details of Dwight, like having the iconic
エレンとドワイトはもう違いすぎるのよ。
the messy hair, and even with the equipment of Attack on Titan, we made sure like the equipment isn't
嘘だろ。
great. Nothing's perfect because it's white. We have NG.
なるほどね。キャラの方じゃなくて服の方を着せていくのね。ハンジとザリーナ似てるか？ああまあまあでも似てるわ。こうやると似てるな。これはすごいいい。
なんかキャラクターに似せるっていうよりかは、何これ？
And not only was a good match because we apply this skin in one of our largest killer of the game, but also we were able to use this crystal form for the rage mode. And while the base of the crystals are blue in
鬼のウルトラスキンって言ってた。
we tinge them with a red
マジ？鎧の巨人使えるの？
traditional Oni blood rage for the game.
That's it for us.
マジライナー来たじゃん。
We hope you enjoyed the behind the look scene and also our new collection.
やべ、進撃の巨人見てない人ネタバレしちゃった。ごめんみんな。
For more Attack on Titan news.
ちょっと俺見てないんですけど。なんか言ってる。でも面白いじゃん。あ？
これ新チャプタームービーじゃない？
だよね。
家が悪魔の生贄にしか見えないんだけど。天井逆なんだわ。これ誰これ。オリジナルキャラか。
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Richard, creative director on Dead by Daylight. And I'm
資料
super
館。
glad to be here today to share the newest content for our latest chapter, and of course to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Dead by Daylight.
ビジュアルは好き。
The tradition is to tell you all the content that's going to be in the chapter. And this time we're quite excited.
ブライト感あったな。
We're changing the recipe a little bit, and we're doing an original chapter. So this new chapter is called Roots of
一瞬なんか
It's a full chapter.
スレンダーマンかなと思ったけど。
A new survivor,
ああ、
a
や
new
っぱ
killer,
オリジナルか
and
これ多
a new
分。
map
わかんない。
within a new realm of the entity. That's quite exciting.
お、新マップだ。やった。
So the story for the chapter revolves around a town, a perfect town. Well, a town that seems to be perfect. But of course, the residents are hiding something terrible. They're hiding secrets and a darkness. And when that darkness starts to bubble up to the surface, it creates our newest killer, the Dredge. So let's talk about it a little bit. So the Dredge is inspired by the Boogeyman, a story that is global and is known around many cultures. It's a domestic fear.
インスピレーション、ブギーマン
It's
って言って
really close to us. That is in our familiar
まあでも、ブギーマンも
inside our
そうだね、
house,
同じような感じ
under
の。
our bed, in our
あ、
wardrobe.
ビジュアル好き。
That's the type of creature we
相
wanted
当異形だな。
to feature and create. So it is the physical representation of the darkness of the whole town, of their secrets. And it is a weird and strange creature, a monster. It has an impossible biology, featuring various limbs, heads, different parts.
ネメシスばりの大きさを感じる。
As and it's impossible to plead for your life.
下半身もやもやなの。
We wanted to make sure to create a visceral scare when facing this creature. It's a bit like when you're having a nightmare and you know it was super
ブギーマン
scary
は
when you
あれ
wake
だ
up,
ね。
but you can't
まあマイケ
exactly
ル
put your finger on what
だ
it
ね、
was
一応。
that you've seen. The visual design of the Dredge is quite unique. It's a first for Dead by Daylight killers. It's a monster recreated by different limbs,
へー。
different heads, claws, pincers, tentacles, and we wanted to make sure that
手
you,
足
the
と
player,
頭
would
が
be
いっ
able
ぱい
to
ある。
customize as you wanted this monster. What's really cool as well for the cosmetic is that we are able to explore themes that are organic, but also constructs.
血まみれ
Like
に
this
したらめっちゃ怖そうだ
amazing
ね。
cosmetic that features
じゃああれか
walls.
な、同じキャラだけどいろんな
Right,
武器
now
スキン
let's
があったり
move
する
on
の
to
か
the power of the Dredge. So when playing the Dredge, we wanted you to feel like you're the embodiment of darkness, of fear itself. We wanted to recreate that feeling of a monster that's really close to us, that lives in your house. And so there are two phases to the power. The first phase is the ability to use lockers to teleport from
Ho.
and to. So of course this is
ロッ
great
カー
for
テレポート。
map
いいね。
movement. You'll be able to
また
travel
マ
the
ップ
map
依存度
really
が
quickly.
高くなるな。
But it's also great to surprise survivors that are nearby lockers.
まあでも、
Even
発電機の
survivors
近
that
く
are
大体ロッ
hiding
カーあるか
inside
ら
the。lockers. The second phase of the power is called Night Cycle, and this is where it gets really interesting. So based on action the Dredge will make and some
で
passive
もここで
abilities,
能力の説明するの
the
珍しい
Night
な。
Cycle will build on the survivor. When it is finally completed, Night Cycle will trigger, and a
狂気度
darkness
的なやつか
will
な。
engulf the survivor. This darkness
飲み
makes
込まれ
it
る。
very difficult to navigate, especially in chases. And the only thing the survivor can see in the distance is the edge itself. So that's really creepy and will for sure make the survivor make mistakes. Of course, the Dredge comes with 3 unique perks.
め
We
っちゃ
won't
視
go
界が
into
悪くな
the
るって
details
こ
of
と、
these
たまる
perks
と。
today, but I can say that they are themed around chaos, secrets, and corruption. Okay, now let's move on to
混沌秘
our
密腐
newest
敗。
survivor. She is called
マレニア。
Addie Core, and you might know her from some archive entry that appeared in the past. She appeared 3 times in the archive.
そうなんだ。
アーカイブ
So
に出てきたことあ
Addie
る。へえ。
is as a dual heritage. She is born in northern India, but was raised by her adoptive family in Quebec. And so this will be an interesting background to explore through her different cosmetic and also through future archive entries. Addie has a very unique ability to see bleeds. These are areas of the world where the entity's influence intersect with our world.
血を見分ける
And
能
so
力。
Hattie had her share of paranormal adventures and encounters with dreadful beasts from the entity's world, strange creature. And actually we can see on her body all sort of scratch and marks from these encounters. Of course, Addie will come with
歴戦の猛者じゃ
3
ん。
unique perks added to the roster of abilities that the survivors are able to equip and use. These are themed around paranormal insight, proficiency with occult items, and her own temerity.
うん。
And finally, let's talk about the map.
お、来た。
So this time around, we're really excited to introduce a new realm for this chapter. So really, we are going back to the roots of horror, to a classic, something that we see numerous times into different horror novels, movies, and other horror material. And this is a small American town. So we wanted to make sure that we created something domestic, something familiar. And so for the Dredge map,
まさかランプキンが追加されるの
Garden
か。
of Joy,
旧
we
ラ
are
ンプキン。
featuring one of the house of the perfect town that we talked about earlier.
ガー
This
デンオブ
house
ジョイ。
looks perfect from the outside. It is like a ghost sitting in the middle of a gloomy forest created by the entity. And when you go inside that house,
え、家
you'll
一軒
see
しかない
how
マップってこ
twisted
と？
and wrong it is. Just like the residents that are hiding all of this darkness in secret.
え
かなりデカめの家とその庭みたいなマップなの
Is
かな。
that in the
かな
future we will be able
だとしたら相当でかくないと
explore it
家。
ラクーンレベルじゃないと
in
ダメだよ
other
ね。
context than in the Dredge perfect town. So this realm is built from different memories, from different characters. And so we'll be able to explore different cities wrapped inside that same realm. All right, that was the whole content of our newest chapter, Roots of Dread. I hope you are as excited as us to
なんかすごい
try this new content.
SCP 味があるな。
And you'll be able to do so right after this event as we go live on the PTB. The chapter will become available to all on June 7th. So thank you again for listening today, and thank you for an
6月
incredible
7日だから
year
3週間後だな。
うん。
PTB1 週間から10日ぐらいで、6月7日に新チャプターと。後で探索できるって言ってたから、同じマップの別の家とかが増えるのかな。
お
So why is this person sitting? Oh, now that's actually kind of dope. It looks like he was injured or something, and she came through and rubbed this man's back. Look, if we could start prescribing back rubs in the emergency department, I promise you, I would let the thing fly. Everybody, you get a back rub. You get a back rub. Straight up on some, Oprah level stuff. It's actually funny because there is evidence that back rubs
マップ狭くて 家1軒しかなかったら次ナースがまた暴れるんだよな。こ
Curative back rub for everybody, all right? Let's get it popping.
の辺ちょっと難しそうだね。
まあでも屋内マップは増やすべきだと思う。ステルスキラーが息してないから。
そうね。
Yo, I've seen it.
特にコスフェ君。
All in your back. Wait a
コス
minute.
フェまたアーカイブの無防備アーカイブで使ったけど、やっぱ弱体化だよね。
あれは弱いね。
I had to pause. One.
解除音入ってから完全に壁の裏行ってんのに解除されるもん。
そうそうそうそう。
This
逆に覗き込まれてるというか。
really accurate. These like butcher hooks are real. Obviously, if someone ended up on one, it was intentional, in my opinion. From that angle, I'm pretty sure it's piercing, one of the ventricles of the heart, right? So the heart we know is like this, right? That left ventricle is kind of posterior and sits to the side as if I took.
これは何を説明してるんだろう。医学的な面でここはこうだみたいな。かな多分。
キラー釣り方うますぎるだろ。
あ、ドクターって書いてるわ。やっぱこの人。
本当だ。
え？なんか
オフィシャルショップ。
ユニフォームっぽくない？
もしかしてサバイバー集めてサッカーゲーム作るつもり？
DFC で選手集めてあのユニフォーム着させるか。
呪いのトーテムを見つけたら何をしますか？
A でしょ、これは。
あ、さっきまで恵む人多かったのに、壊す人が増えたわ。
まあでもなんかサバイバーの視界を奪うのはすごいいいね。なんか前々から欲しかったんだよね。その、サバイバーの状態以上で目くらましとかあったけど、あれ目くらましなのかみたいな感じだったから。
深手の倒れかけの時やばいよな。
何にも見えなくなるよね。
うん。
Hey there, everybody. I'm Justin, one of the product managers on Dead by Daylight. Still stuck in this fog from earlier, but this time joined by a new partner.
Hi, I'm May. I am a Twitch-lurking, dog-snuggling influencer manager on Dead by Daylight.
この人初めましてか
The
な。
Dead by Daylight anniversary wouldn't be the same without a
イン
celebration
フルエン
of
サー
fog.
マネージャー。
So made myself right here.
これかな、
to
フォ
share
グウィ
with
スパラ
you
ー
what's
取りま
going
とめ
on
て
for
る
the
人か
Dead
な。
by Daylight 6th anniversary in-game event. So last year we had a really fun one, but the team has
6周年イベン
hard
トのお
look
話と。
at what worked and what didn't, and we're trying to find ways to take it even further for the 6th anniversary, which is actually starting on this our real anniversary this year. So the event
The 16th,
starts
yeah.
on June 16th. I think it's really cool. So for the theme this year, Fog is going to be celebrating something called the Twisted Masquerade. Now, this is meant to be a real party in the world of Dead by Daylight that's being hosted in the entity's name by someone lurking in the shadows, I've heard.
Everyone loves a masquerade, so we've really tried to run with the theme and taken our decorations to the next level. As you might have already noticed in this broadcast, we've added this gorgeous midnight blue to our usual black and gold color palette, and you'll see it all over the entity's realm during this event. We're also reskinning the Killer Shack and the exit gates, and there's going to be some really cool, creepy effects because of it. Expect the entire fog to be decked out to the nines.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we're decorating for really the
ああ、
first
そういう
time.
こと
Like,
ね。
really just how big this whole celebration
貞
really
子
is.
をあえて先に
We
出
really
し
want
て、
this to feel like a
で
party and a
6周年
celebration.
はもうがっ
So
つりなんかいろいろ
everything is
調
really
整
going
と
to
か
play on this
に回したい
masquerade
みた
theme
い
in
な。
some interesting ways, beginning with our anniversary cosmetics. So last year was the second year that we actually did the crown collection, where mechanic-wise, players would run around, find pedestals, and collect a crown for that specific character. But this year, with this masquerade theme, we wanted to find ways that we could really push it further and deliver an even
7ちゃんおるやん。
bigger payoff when it came to the cosmetics that you'd be able to collect.
So while you'll still be hunting down pedestals in your trial, this time you're going to be grabbing invitations to the Twisted Masquerade. Collecting those invitations will earn you one of 12 possible cosmetics as killer or survivor, and since we're going to a
7さん
masquerade,
頑張って
it's gonna be
PTB ダウンロードしといてくだ
beautiful
さい。
hand-designed masks.
今のうち。
Last year, while you could earn
今できるの
cosmetics
かな
for every single
ま
original
だできない気がす
character,
るけど。
it was the
見てみ
same
よう。
crown for each and every one of them.
かっ
We
こよ
run its course,
できる
and we
わ。
wanted to do something a little more
マジ
special
で
this
う
year.
ん。
This year we're
しと
focusing
こう
on
じゃん。
one original survivor and one killer for every year of Dead by Daylight. The mask you earn will only be wearable for that specific character because it's tailor-made to suit their personality and style. The masks are also going to be earned randomly, so even if you're playing as Dwight, you might earn one for Elodie or the Spirit.
And I mean, if you guys have actually seen it on the table, that's Dwight.
マスク集めイベントなんだ。めっちゃかっこいいじゃん。
subset of characters,
いいね。
they're going to make much more meaningful additions to your collection and look pretty sweet if I do say so myself.
Absolutely. I mean, I've had to resist just putting this one on and trying to run away with it. Been told many times I can't take it home with me, so I'll have to settle for just earning it in-game. And similar to what we did for our Halloween event, the Midnight Grove, the 6th anniversary will also include an event tome. So what's great about this is we're going to have 2 full levels of challenges and lore that's directly tied to the Twisted Masquerade. And one big addition
本当だ、
in this
PTB もう取れる
is
な。
going to be the community challenges. So last year, if you were around doing our community challenges, we were communicating
新版の人
on
も
this
取っといていい
via
と思い
our
ますよ。
social
PTB
media
取れるから。
channels. And we feel like the players really enjoyed this, but we want to bring it a little closer to you directly in game.
There'll be an entire top track dedicated to these community challenges.
へー
On that, you can track both the global progression of everyone making effort
ラ
towards
ン
these
キング制なの
ラン
community
キングあるの
challenges
か。
and your own direct contributions. Your own direct contributions are important because you're going to have to work and you can't just take advantage of everyone else's hard work.
Exactly, but while the players are waiting for the community to catch up so that they can go on to the next challenge, there will be a set of personal challenges below on each level that you can work towards. And I mean, these are going to also give you a little bit more background on what's happening for the story behind the
イベン
scenes,
トもアーカイブ
the
形式なの
archives,
か。
and of the Twisted Masquerade. I mean, you're going to be earning event cosmetics either way, so definitely take the time, try to finish all of them.
So what about Dredge and Hattie? Are they getting something for this masquerade?
So since these are actually our two new characters coming in, it's important that we're treating them as our guests of honor for the Twisted Masquerade. So if you're seeing from any of the content that we're sharing, both Dredge and Hattie are getting full outfits themed for the event that you can unlock split between the community goals and the personal goals. So if you want all of it, you have to do both.
And they're really worth getting, so I suggest
かな
you
り
do.
怖いな。
And we also have some very cool, very gross charms, like this 6th anniversary Rancid Cupcake, a pop-up card, and my personal favorite, a skull with a little party hat.
And that's definitely a reminder of the last person who tried to bring a party hat into the fog.
You try and
NTV
stop
doesn't
me.
like fun. So for a few final touches on the event, we're bringing back some things from last year that worked really well, like our loading screens with developer comments and selected art.
ケーキですか
So, as you're
違
loading
うん
up
かい
your game, you're going to see quotes from
ロード画面だった。
wacky folks like myself, May, and others, and to really bring you a bit closer to the really cool people who work on Dead by Daylight. On top of this, we're going to be bringing back our daily discounted Shrine of Secrets. So instead of it cycling on a weekly basis, we're going to be changing all of the perks every single day and be providing you a discount, so it costs less iridescent shards for every
シュライ
single
ン
perk
毎日なんだ。
available during the event.
てか、プレステージシステム変更されたらシュラインの意味ある？あ、まああるか。買ってない人用
We're
か。
doing a weekend blood hunt event. And then, again, still not done, we're going to be giving a
週
lot
末
of
BP イベント。
login currencies. So, if that's not enough blood points for you, not enough rift fragments, not enough iridescent shards, players will be able to earn more of these just by logging in.
It's definitely not the time to save your pennies for a rainy day. There's so much fun stuff to get. Take advantage. But for now, on behalf of everyone, I just want to say thanks again for another amazing year of Dead by Daylight. And we'll see you in the fog on June 16th for the Twisted Masquerade.
We'll see you there.
あ、いいじゃん、今回の。
イベントが16日からか。新チャプター7日、イベント16。
あ、出た。
出た、モバイル。
出た。
CM。なんでこんなスーパー日本向け CM にすんの？
これはどうなのこれ。
ちなみに俺この CM ちゃんと音出しで見たことないんだよ。
We're very excited to share some great news about the DbD mobile game.
リージョンの中の人日本人設定になっちゃってるじゃん。
Update planned at the end of April, and the results are amazing. We want to progressively release this to the rest of the world too. In the United States, there will be a closed beta test in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. You should know there's going to be quite a lot of
日
new
本だけやったアップデートっ
in
て
this
何なんだ
version
モ
of
バ
the
イ
game.
ル。
Leaderboards, quick matches, team system. We're also improving many aspects of the game. There's going to be visual improvements on the performance, fluidity of gameplay,
あ、
and
クイ
the
ックマッチと
control
か日本
layout
版にしかない
and
ん
the
だ
new。player tutorial.
あ、そうなんだ。へえ。
Also, there's going to be some brand new rewards added and some unique customization. More news are going to be coming very soon.
この DBD の日本推しすごいよね、最近。
進撃コラボもそうだしな。コラボというか、どういうことどういうこと？
何これ？
説明してくれ！
やばいって。トラッパーの罠気持ちよすぎだろ。あ、かわいい。
リンめっちゃ可愛いじゃん。
めちゃめちゃ可愛かった。びっくりしたよ。どういうこと？どういうこと？
スチームなんだけど、これ何？ギャルゲ
ー？待って、ギャルゲー云々のやつさ、なんかあったよね。過去。あ、そうそうそうそうそうそうそう。言ってた。あれガチだったんだ。
ガチなの？マジで？
あれマジだったんだ。
I'm excited to be able to announce that Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim, is quickly coming. So it is a crazy idea. It's an absurd concept.
Crazy idea 言うとれん。
We are always looking for new ways to tell our Dead by Daylight stories, and our fans have shown us over the years just how thirsty they are for more background and more stories about our characters. So last year we did an official community survey exploring new ways potentially of expanding the universe of Dead by Daylight, and I think the third one was Dating Simulator. And that was a surprise, but you know what? We decided to go for it. This was a tall order. We needed to find the right people to do this justice, to really treat this properly so that it didn't turn out as insane as it sounds. So we decided to go with some specialists out there, some people that made a little game called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, that was very well received. And I'm very happy to have with me today Alexei from PsyOp to talk a little bit. He's the creative director for the upcoming Dead by Daylight dating sim.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited that I got to create such a unique take on such a really serious and kind of grim world, and bring it into a little bit of hearts and butterflies, and shine some rosy warm light on it.
That's awesome. So yes, you're absolutely right.
いいじゃん、おもろいことどんどんやってくれ。
We created a very grim universe, and we asked you to do something extremely silly with it. How does one go about making this right?
Sure. Well, I like to say that when making
とりあえず俺山岡
a
攻
project
略
that's
したい
as
な。
off kilter and unexpected as this, the big gimmick for me is that there is no gimmick. It is a serious game that we take really seriously when we create it.
全日本人はとりあえず山岡凛攻略するのか。
With a sense of humor, but
いや、あれめちゃめちゃ可愛かったよね。
as well, so that we can make a
びっ
really
くりしたんだけど。
compelling game that does justice to
あ、確かに恋愛シミュレーションゲームもそうね、日本文化というか。
characters would have if they were slightly more real.
海外芸にはないか、確かに。
Really finding a new interesting context in which these
マジでユニークアイディアじゃなくてクレイジーアイディアなの笑う。
So, the story that we're creating is very much not a canon story for the Dead by Daylight
Important to put it out there.
Want to make sure that's clear. That being said, we want to create something that really does justice to the truths that have been established. So we started someplace as far away as we could by thinking about, what is the brightest
本編の物語を損なわないように意識しているらしいから、みんな山岡凛を攻略する前に彼女のバックグラウンドをしっかり読んどけってことだぞ。
and then kind of pull our way back
いやもう無理でしょ。絶対無理や。
what's going through these killers.
多分お父さんとか禁止ワード。
ああね、そういうことか。
言ったらトラウマが。
バッドエンド行きね。
So obviously one of the main
ルート分岐あるや
questions
つ。
I have is what characters from Dead by Daylight will I be able to interact with in this?
Sure. Well, leaning into that kind of sitcom or anime kind of cliches and tropes, and then kind of turning them on their head, we decided to take 4 killers, since killers are the most monstrous and inhuman characters in the world, and make them as human as we could by assigning 4 kind of typical TV trope archetypes to them. So we've got the Trapper, who is standing in as the Jester. We've got the Huntress, who is standing in as the Overachiever. We've got the Wraith, who is playing the Nerd. And we've got the Spirit, who is the Goth.
That's
いや、やっぱ
amazing.
山岡で
And
しょ
it's interesting also as a take because those sort of archetypes, those cliches from horror movies from forever ago, are things that we tried to not erase, but we tried to avoid when we did Dead by Daylight, especially on the survivor side. We had them much more be humans and relatable. So it's really interesting to see those things that are very important to the horror genre be represented in this.
Yeah, in writing the experience, it made for a really fun twist. And what we recognized when we dug as deep as we could into the lore and talked so much with your team is that
とりあえずは4人だけのちっちゃいゲーム
a
なのか
really
な。
human place to begin with. They've all suffered some sort of trauma or
キラーに対して
in their past that
恋愛シミュレーションをするってこっち側は何視点の
exploring their real
立場なんだろうね
it。was just like pretty wild.
サバイバーなの
We
か
had a
エ
lot
ン
of
ティティなのか。
Very cool. And who, as the player, like it was an interesting choice to figure out who the player would be in this scenario.
Well, we want to let the player play as themselves. So this is an interactive branching story, and you will get to make decisions that define who you are. There is no canon version of
あれだろう
yourself.
ね、
And
きっとそ
we
の
thought that
女
that was
性
a
向
great
け
way
でも
to
男性向け
really
で
do
も
justice
どっち
to
でもいけるような
huge
ゲーム
amount
を
of
作ったみたいな。
diversity and variety in the Dead by Daylight audience.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that
そんな感じだ
four
ろうね、きっ
killers
と
who。you get to romance really represent four very different types of relationship. And you get to be
ピッ
yourself
グ
and
と
see
恋愛
each
したいです。
killer
普
is
通に
like
美人女優出してくるのやめ
as
て。
you make honest decisions in response to some terribly strange questions.
That's awesome. A very important piece of also building that world and really giving the ambiance, the gravitas it needed, is the music.
Yeah.
And you got a really cool opportunity in there.
Yeah, we worked directly with
時々
Michelle,
文ゲーム
the
みたいな
composer
展
for
開
Dead。by Daylight, to make sure that even though we took this to a very different sonic place of marimba and steel drums and some jazz flute solos or Spanish guitar, we still got to express that kind of core DNA of Dead by Daylight and give people something that's new and unique, but also kind of true to the original game that they love so deeply.
Yeah, Michel was kind of happy to be able to try his hand at a few different styles that he hadn't, and I think he surprised both of us with the jazz flute.
It may seem like an odd thing to say about something that sounds and looks so different, but we wanted to make sure that it really feels fresh but authentic.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so
あ、
much
てか
for taking the
PTB
time
の
to join
ダウンロード
us
終わっちゃった。
here in sunny Montreal for this
起動しよう。
little beach moment. I can say that this is one of the most out there things that we've ever done, and I'm very, very excited about this. You obviously want more details. There will be more information coming, but for now you should know you'll be able to get your little hands on Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. this
チー
summer
ムで
on
リリース
Steam.
されるとのことで
And
す。
if you do that, you'll also get a unique charm in Dead by Daylight after that. Now, thank you again to all of our fans. Thank you for making this possible for us. And for once, I will say, I'll see you on the beach.
クレイジーやな。
We have one more question for you. What would you like us to wrap the show with? A, more new content?
圧倒的に今日一番意外だったわ。
いやびっくりした。でもなんか、コラボで話題性持っていくよりか俺こっちの方が好きかな。なんかいろいろ面白いことやろうぜみたいな。
最強のパレットが復活されてる後ろ。壊せんよ、あの板。
いるけど後でちょっと配信で見せよう。いや、スピリットかわいい。ちょっと待って。
Well, that's a wrap for our 6th anniversary drop. end to an amazing year of Dead by Daylight. I hope you enjoyed yourself. The
ここで
PTB
締め
for
か
our
な。
latest chapter, The Roots of Dread, is live now. So go try it. Have fun. Again, a huge thank you to our entire team and to you, our amazing community. You know, time really flies. It seems like just yesterday that during our 5th anniversary, we revealed to you that we were going to do a Resident Evil chapter. Your reaction was so good at the time that we wondered, why stop there?
?バイオの追加チャプターってこと？
から、ちょっと待って。ザワスさんまだ PTB 開いてないよね。開いてないっていうか起動してないよね。PT
ラウリってことはウェスカーでしょ。ウェスカーのラウリってこと？なるほど。ウェスカーって登場するのバイオ何作目
2?
2
あ、いや違う、ワン
はあれだよね、部隊長じゃないウェスカーって。
部隊長だね。
1はいるけど、あれだよね、悪いキャラじゃないよね。
いや、悪いっちゃ悪いよ。
あれ、1から悪いキャラだっけ？
うん。
みんなビビるなよ。ちゃんと映ってんの草。高時級ゾンビくんじゃん。
こう見るとパークアイコン変えてる人ちょいちょいいるよね。
ね。積んでて草。
No way.
He's sentencing people. Objection! Objection, Your Honor! Objection! Honorable mention to Judge Bubba.
これ世界共通の遊び方なんや。
やば。
Stay away from that, ma'am. Do not touch my bone.
Oh, he's got blood warden, baby. Oh, let's go!
公式 CJ やってる。
Queria uma palha de save pra ficar aqui até o Maker Choice acabar. Ai! Ai! Meu Deus, isso foi horrível!
What is he expecting from this?
今のギデオンの動画は一体何だったんだあの板が強すぎるぜってことを示していたのか。あ、ドラァグクイーンの人だ。あ、夏原さんじゃん。
本当だ。
くさ。
俺はもう裏でせっせと新キラー育ててるわ。こう見ながらね。
僕はちゃんと配信を見てからやります。なんでバレてねえんだよ。
Why did I do that? But why? If I get this, bro.
お、チャミさんだ。画質がやばいのはこれ元だよな、多分。お、日本人フォグ、みんな新フォグの皆さんいるじゃん。
ねえ。
リトルさんキャラ古くない今のキャラデザ。お、日本人みんないる。
スローモーションなのかな。
ウルクラさん、ああいう人とのマッチング引く運すごいよな。
高確率で。
5年やってるけど出会ったことないもん、あんな。
I don't feel so well. Ew, and I stink. Oh, great, you're here to.
サミネーション好き。
I just did my nails, so you can understand my situation.
Yeah, no problem. I guess there are others like Felix. I'd unhook you, but then I'd be sick too. Yeah, but you could cleanse after, and then we can. He's gone. Meg.
Nope.
No. これ衣装とかあんのかな。ないか。いや、いいわ、これ。
いや、三ツ矢さんのアーティストコスもしてほしいな、これ。
あれね、すごいよね。
あ、ツインズの人すごい雰囲気出てるな。通りすげえ。
あ、終わった。
これで全部か
かな、多分。Thanks for watching って書いてる。じゃあ、このまま俺、 打つそう。ドン。これ、
いや、面白かった。じゃあ PTB やるか。
俺もちょっとやってねよ。やばいパークがあるんで、まあお楽しみに。
あ、PTB はそれぞれやるかい？
そうですね。多分、ザワシさんは検証の方が多分メインになるのかなって感じなので、俺はもうパパッとやって寝ようかなとは。
じゃあお疲れした。
お疲れ様でした。あざーす。待って、ザワシさんのアイコンがでかすぎて。あ、OK、よし。はい。はい、ということで、ここからは、まあ、普通の配信に戻るわけですが、一つね、やばいパークがあります。これ多分バグだろうけどね。これなんかレベル上げるごとにね、秒数伸びてんだけど、信用範囲内で生存者がパレットを高速乗り越えすると、そのパレットが、まあ、N 秒後に、自動的に破壊されるというパークがありまして、パーク揃ってるキャラ一回回してもらっていいですか？ああ、なるほど。まあ、トラッパーで一回回す？どういうことかな？で、なんかね、レベル上げるごとにね、変わんないね。あ、プリセットだ。はいはいはい。ちょっと待って。これかっこよくない？いや、めっちゃ好き。めっちゃ好き。待って、能力見てないんだけど。長すぎ。日没が生存者を襲う。生存者は完全な暗闇の中進まなくてはならず、発信機のテレポート能力は効率が上昇して脅威範囲内の、心音が子守歌に変わる。日没は数分後に終了し、同じサイクルが繰り返される。生存者はロッカーに鍵をかけることで、殺人鬼がロッカーから出てくるスピードを遅らせることができる。各生存者が1回の儀式に鍵をかけられるロッカーは1つのみ。黄昏。能力ボタンを長押しして発動。発動するとその場に抜け殻を残していく。選択肢は2つ。ロッカーを目指して攻撃ボタンを押しテレポートするか、能力ボタンを押すと抜け殻に戻る。はいはい、これがテレポートね。ロッカーに入った状態で他のロッカーに狙いを定めて攻撃ボタンを押すと再度テレポートする。テレポート1回につき能力トークンを1つ消費。はいはいはい。生存者はロッカーを施錠して、殺人鬼の移動速度を遅らせることができ、殺人鬼は施錠されたロッカーから出るか、錠に通常攻撃を与えて鍵を壊すことができる。錠は一度壊れると元に戻らない。日没。これね。これがメインの。 無傷の生存者を負傷させるか、生存者をフックに吊るす、またはテレポート能力を使うと日没メーターが進行。その方法を貞子にも上げてくれ。負傷状態の生存者は時間経過でも日没メーターが進行する。日没メーターが満タンになると日没が始まる。殺人鬼は探知不可になり、ロッカーの中にいる間は殺人鬼の本能で、付近にいる生存者が探知できるようになる。また能力のクールダウン時間が短縮され、テレポートの、速度が上昇。生存者は暗闇効果によって視野が制限される。日没は80秒間継続する。面白そう。チェイス能力というかはなんていうの、その足を遅くさせたりっていうよりかは、周りを見えなくして事故らせる能力がメインなのかな、きっと。なんか聞こえる。武器はね買えれないですね。で一応ショップ見たんですけど何もなかった。これやばいっしょ。買いたい。いやーいいね、素晴らしすぎるねこれ。俺これメインキラーにしていい？大好きなんだけどこういうの。うわあ、馬の頭が出てきた。いいじゃんいいじゃん。めちゃくちゃいいじゃんこれ。メメモリ持ってくか。いいね。ね、しれっと今ピック見たけどなんか修正されてた。生贄のナイフはあれでしょ、なんか16メートル以内、こいつがワープして、でそのワープしたロッカーの16メートル以内にいる生存者が叫び声上げて、その場から、5秒間動けなくなるみたいな効果だったね。いやーいいね。いやこういうのさ、こういうの いや素晴らしすぎる。ちょっとマッチングがまあいつものごとく長いんで1回だけやる感じかな。いやー来たねクリーチャー。デモゴルゴンを凌駕する見た目のクリーチャー来たな。俺このキラーで今のところ気に入ってる部分はこの「あー」って音がすごい好き。ちょっと静かにしとくんで聞いてみて。まだかな。これめちゃくちゃ好き。来た。ちょっと新しいパーク持ってくか。ロッカーとこれがまあ何でもいいや。で日没が終わる最後の20秒間。ほう。うわいや素晴らしすぎるこれ。おー。で今のところは何もできないと。うん。はいはい。ああメーターが見えるね。今のでなんかメーター溜まるからこれでテレポートか。うおすげえ。あそういうこと。すごくない？これサバイバーが怖いだろこれ。普通にすごくないこれ。すげえ。 日没来た。これ日没じゃない？ちょっとこのまま追ってみようか。これ何モードこれ？日没来た。あ、なんかいたわり早い気がする。担ぐときかっこいい。これチェイスに使えるじゃん。このワープチェイスに使えるくない？ワープ普通に強いんだけど。てかサバイバー見えるの強いんだわ。何の音これ？あー、吸われた。あ、来た。ハント状態。日没だ。おう。この人何回目？まだか。なるほど、そういう感じになるのか。はい。これやばいな。これ結構使いこなせればチェイス強いね。はい。あ、はい。こういう感じね。で1試合になんか4本、あれ1人1本とか言ったので、そんなことないか。ちょっと新しいパークも試してみようか。倒してもらって、 ちょっと一旦これぐるぐるしてみようか。ああ、向こう行っちゃった。あ、ここでもいいや。これ乗り越えて、これどうやったら壊れるんだろう。壊れた？壊れてないね。まだか。はいはいはい、つったら溜まって、これロッカー選ぶのすごい難しい。これ、あ、2組なんだ。はいはいはい。で日没が始まると。あ、見えてなかったね今。負傷させてからなんだ。あ、来た。ちょっと待って、メメントしよう。メメント来た来た来た来た。ちょっと見やすいところに行こうか。行くよ。あ、オッケー。みんな集まったかな。まさかのセノバイト系だった。このガシャンガシャンガシャンガシャンっていうのもさ、これ怖そうだね。これサバイバー視点でもさ、やってみたくない？やばいって時間、寝ないとまずいよ。 なんだこれ。なんか視点が高いからか結構空振るな。あ、ちょっと見づらかった。ワープ案外難しいね。ん？道具。おお、これどうだ？これか。ちょっと見やすいところで。あ、これさ、ここに地下室なかったか。まあいいや、ここでやるか。ちょっと待って、地下室でやりたい。地下室ちょっと待って、一回地下室行こう。絶対雰囲気。クソ面白いや。このキラーありです。このキラーありです。全然ありですね。やばいな。やばいキラー来たね。 とりあえずテレポートがクソ強かった。思ったより強かった。うん。このパークはいずれかのトーテムを浄化すると、何らかの理由で1段階負傷されるまでは発電機速度が、レベル1で 4% だから C56 だね。最大 6% か。そう、サバ視点の日没がどんな感じになるかだよね。あ、そうだ、新マップ行ってないね。新マップちょっと、サバイバー視点でいいから行きたいね。おう。どんな感じかな。ちょっと発電機を回したいけど、一回ちょっとトーテム見つけたいね。トーテム壊してこの新パークを試したい。このパークね、新パークもうごめん、もうね眠気が割と来てるから喋れてないけど、トーテムを壊すと発電機スピードが上がると。まあ今だったら 4%。はい、これで発動。お、いる。でこれが負傷するまで発動すると。上にいるね。なんかカメラは変わった。やたら走りやすいんだけど。うわー怖い。ちょっと待って、負傷してみたい。負傷。 そういう使い方もできるのか。はいはいはい。ああ、チェイス BGM いいね。何が何だかわからんくなってきたけど。ちょっと日没になってみたい。これあ、そうだ、ロッカーに鍵が。オッケー。ちょっとさ、これごめん、本当にあんまりなんかどっか弱いたないかな。あんまりやっちゃいけないんだけどさ。いやいいや。いや、どんな感じで自動で壊れるのかなっていう確認したくてね。出てくる？あれ？おお、来た！待って、これ案外見える。日没案外見える。思ったより見える。あれ？まあなるほど。思ったより明るいな。けどめっちゃうるさい。施錠するとあれなんだ。施錠してても、なるほど。信用はね、聞こえないかな。どうなんだこれ。ちょっと日没が思ったより見えててあれだな。ここは閉まってんのか。閉まってるやつにはもう入れないんだね。まあ当たり前だけど。ここははいや。どうなのこれは。いやー、日没が思ったより見えるな。ざっす。確かにちょっとちょっと待って。ちょっとこれ入ってみて。はい。 これどうなんだろう。いけんのかな。ああ無理だね。あ無理だ。なるほどね。あでも近づいてきてるのは見えるな。見えるってか聞こえる。なんかゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーって言ってる。さあこんなんかめちゃくちゃなんか叫び声が。はいはいはいはい。なんか日没というよりかはあれだね、ワープをどれだけうまく使えるかだね。あこれガンガン使えるんだ。使えるけど壊されたらもう二度と使えないって感じか。はいはいはい。ああそうだね、もうなくなってるからこれは何もできない。メメントはなしか。おロッカーワープ。はいいらっしゃいませ。まあもしかしたら俺アドオンあんまり見てないんだけど、もしかしたらアドオンでその見える範囲を狭くするとかあるかもね。おうめちゃめちゃキラーの位置見えるな。すごい見える。なんかサイレンチックなところあるな、この叫び声。サイレンか、なんかあれ思い出すな、メタルギア3のさザ・ストロー戦。 どうだろう、日没の強さというか強みは多分心音が消えることなのかな。きっと心音が消えるというか、多分ね、あの叫び声が子守歌に変わるっぽくて、それがね結構大爆音なんで、なんかいろんな音が消えるっていう障害がある。言ってるか。なるほどね。まあコンセプトというか見た目めちゃめちゃ好きですね。へえ。ドレッジがロッカーの中にいる状態で、そのロッカー開けるとそのままダウンするらしい。ダウンというか、開けたらドレッジいてそのまま掴まれて